Hello friends, next we are going to continue the terms used in the leveling. We little bit saw some terms in the previous video. Here we are going to see in detail. The general terms used in leveling are vertical line. What is vertical line? What is horizontal line? What is level surface? Datum already we have discussed. Benchmark we are going to see in detail. Mean sea level and reduced level already we have discussed, right? So these are the major terms we regularly used in leveling. We have to see what they are, right? Vertical line, it is a line which is indicated by plumb. Here plumb means if you drop the plumb bob, it falls in the straight, wherever in the tripod or wherever the position, even our equipment is in incline, the plumb bob will be in straight, right? So that is the vertical line at required station. So this is also called as plumb line. So it's just decided based on the consideration of the earth gravity. So earth gravity means it pull exactly vertical, right? So the next diagram represent, if this is the point we are standing on the earth surface and we are holding a instrument or whatever it is, the exact vertical line towards the center of the earth, that is the vertical line, right? Next is horizontal line. It is the line of sight of instrument which is tangential to the level surface. You have to see what is level surface is, but you try to understand. Horizontal line is the line of sight of the instrument through the telescope what we are seeing, which is tangential to the level surface. See the diagram. This is the level surface and the line which is tangential to the level surface exactly, and the vertical line will be exactly perpendicular to the horizontal line, and it touches the station point P, right? So the level surface means, we will see with proper definition. So the horizontal line which will be the perpendicular to the vertical and it is tangential to the level surface, right? Then what is level surface? It is the continuous surface parallel to the mean spheroid of the earth. What is mean spheroid? The line representing the level surface is termed as the level line. The level line makes right angles to the vertical line or the plumb line. We have seen in the previous diagram, the level line makes exactly 90 degree with the vertical line. Wherever if you drop from here the vertical line, it will be make exactly 90 degree wherever it is on the earth surface, right? So it means at any point on level line is equidistant from the center of the earth. Even though it is a curved surface, it is considered as a plane surface for smaller area of work. See, if this is a small portion on the earth surface, it look like flat, but even though it is a curved. So it's totally an imaginary line, but it is parallel to the datum line. The datum line is the total mean sea level, exact mean sea level of the earth. The level line may be up or may be below, wherever we can draw, but it will be exactly parallel to it, so that the points wherever you place over the level line, it will be have a equidistance to the center of the earth. That is the point we try to explain here. So wherever you pick the point, it will be equidistance to the center of the earth. That is the level surface. So this is the mean spheroid of the earth. It won't be exactly circle, but there will be undulation of the terrain, but the level surface will be parallel and it will be equidistant to the center of the earth, right? Next we try to explain benchmark. Benchmark is the point laid above or below the datum line. Datum is the standard. The benchmark may be above or below with a known elevation value. Benchmark is considered as check for the other level points. From this point only we can check whether we have determined the right value or not, right? So the following are the types of benchmarks. There are different types of benchmarks. Great trigonometrical survey benchmark, it is in shortly it is called as GTS benchmark. GTS benchmark, permanent benchmark, temporary benchmark, arbitrary benchmark, right? So 4 major types of benchmark, we will see one by one. GTS benchmark are the Great Trigonometrical Survey benchmarks, are very accurate and it was made very precisely, established very precisely. GTS benchmarks are decided by taking mean sea level as datum. It is exactly taken the mean sea level. These are generally established by higher survey authorities of particular country in all points of the country, right? Here some sample images which is followed by different types of countries. Everybody follow different way of constructing that benchmark point, right? A concrete pedestal with bronze plate at its top is provided at a point where GTS benchmark is located. The bronze plate consists the information or value of the benchmark on its top. These pedestals are generally protected by masonry structure built around it. Like each and every country follows different type of structure, but the top it will have a bronze plate which have the information about that point, value, everything, right? It was made very precisely. These benchmark will be available only within 500 kilometer once only, or more than that also. Next comes to the permanent benchmark. These are established from the GTS benchmark. They are established by local state government agencies or railways or but railway stations, public buildings, at bridges, etc. The permanent benchmarks are useful for future reference. You may come across many railway station. There will be a board like this. You may or may not be saw some red color numbers. One will be a pin code of that area and another will be of that MSL value, right? Here the Chengalpet station is around 37.41. Here the Pollachi it may be 100 plus, right? So the level difference between different point on the earth surface, it was established by the local authority, but it was carried from the GTS benchmark and it is also very standard one, right? Next is the temporary benchmarks are created by the surveyors in the field to mark the point in the field up to which the survey is completed. At the end of the day they need to wind up and they have to continue the survey in the next day also. So to continue on the next day they make this type of benchmark. Then it is easier to continue the survey from that point after large gap or on the next day of work. The temporary benchmark point should be decided in a way that the object or point should be permanently fixed in that position. So this temporary benchmark will be available until the project get completed, right? So this is the temporary benchmark. After that it may be demolished, right? Next is the arbitrary benchmark. In small survey works or engineering project, it is important to know the difference in elevation between 2 points. When this happens, we cannot predict the exact RL of that area with respect to mean sea level, since the MSL may be available or may not be available also. So some fixed points in that area are arbitrarily taken as benchmark, and values are assumed, say 50 meter, 100 meter, 20 meter, whatever it is, the randomly we assume that value and consider that point as the standard benchmark for the particular type of survey work. It is very, in our laboratory also we consider such type of benchmarks only. So such point, from that we try to determine other points elevation, right? So this benchmark will be of very temporary. Compared to the temporary benchmark, it is time being, right? So these are the varieties of benchmark, and previously we have seen the different terms: level surface, horizontal line, vertical line, right? So please remember these terms, friends, right? We'll continue with the next video. Thank you.